Yeah, let's see how this goes, because I'm not 100% sure. Okay, Emperor's Fall, Xei, and Rookie. I may want Xei in here, actually. Yeah, let's bring in Xei this time. So let's land here and get some sort of blessing. You make landing on the sacred Mount Alodiel, upon whose summit the next liberation rites shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom at this time. Wolfred finds you after the post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the rest of the trip to Fall of Solium by land. May we soon liberate another of our own there. That should raise the chances of our plan, that our plan shall ultimately succeed. Seek the Nomad Scribe's favor. Later that day, you accompany Xei into the sheer cliffs of Emperor's Fall, where a monument to Golathanian, yes, awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Xei's inner thoughts, as clear as if she were speaking aloud. Blessed am I to have this audience with you, O Golathanian. Your repleasant glory has made this monument possible, and given me so many friends who are so dear to me. Thank you. Whatever happens, thank you. Soon you and she are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Golathanian has shown you favor. At dawn you shall begin your ascent. For now the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. Accept the blessings. And let's have a discussion here. Oh, hello Xei. Xei seems to be speaking to herself again. She's unaware of your presence and shows no sign of it, at least. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. She's reciting passages from the Book of Rites, though, to your knowledge, she cannot read. Freedom to the worthy. The downside cannot let us all go free, thus freedom to the worthy. Is that no so, O Saint Triesta? Is that not the conclusion which you formed with your 7 most trusted friends? She pauses for a while, as though listening, and nods her head from time to time. Yes, I see. Well, I am ever grateful to you, Saint Triesta, for your guidance and your presence. And I wish all of your friends are safe passage among the stars. Must be so very beautiful out there. With your wings you can fly freely, can't you, Saint? You can visit me at any time. Come and go as you please, from the stars all the way here. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. I know. And yet sometimes I wish I was like you, or like Miss Pamitha. Blah. But I know I'm the way I am because I'm meant to be this way. And I know that you are always watching. So thank you, Saint Triesta Tethys. I keep these words are too difficult for me today. Thank you and your friends. She wanders off into the afternoon, leaving you there to consider her words. Indeed. In the Commonwealth, her unwavering faith to the 8 scribes would have been seen as a delusion. Such prayer or communion was forbidden. The scribes were mythical figures, but even they worshipped the stars, and it was the stars that lighted the way for the founders of the Commonwealth, or so its leaders taught. Yeah, basically, although the Commonwealth recognizes the scribes, they do not worship the scribes, they worship the stars, because the stars guided the scribes. So, I think we might have to just mentor. I'm going to have to keep Pamitha out of this for now, so we might have to just push her up to level 3. You know, let's just do that. It's a bit of a waste. We should be spending this on someone who already has inspiration, but let's just mentor Pamitha so that Pamitha can be a little bit stronger in the next one. Fine then, let us chat together for a spell. Pamitha gains a somewhat stronger grasp of how to better pass the celestial orb through strength of will, and trust in one's triumvirate than through dexterity alone. She nods in understanding. All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected. Certainly. Okay, let's see. For 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, Pamitha moves 30% faster. Shrike Dash might be good. You know that we all can feel your guidance when we have the orb, don't you, Rita, darling? I do know, because it has been made clear. Temple Sister or Temple High Road, Headwind or... Pamitha, you're not going to be part of this, sorry. On the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Lusclorian. And Headwind happens to take notice. We have to prevail. Whether on my behalf or not, I do not care right now. We have to prevail for everyone's sake. Please help us do this. Help us. He says little after paying his respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Lusclorian has shown you favor. Yes, fantastic. Extra presents for Headwind. I think Gilman is going to be a good pick for the next one instead of Rookie, because Rookie is a little bit slower. You and your companions gather once more at the Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upward toward the summit, past an archway carved of stone. Come this way, please. The minstrel leads you toward the archway, where his counterpart awaits. The exiles of the Nightwings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn, please state your name and what is it that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Please, do as she says. Everyone steps forth, one after another, much like before. Jodariel passes through the gate. Say passes through the gate. Pamitha. Rookie. Sir Gilman. Headwind. Wolfred. No one is left to go but you. You step forth and declare yourself as you did before. Guardian of the Scribe's Gate regards you with a still expression, and she addresses all of you in her formal manner. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. The lone minstrel glances up at the Gate Guardian. You have our gratitude, Celeste. But she pays him no heed. Again, you gain the top of Mount Olodial, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether one among you shall soon follow Tizo from this place. Okay. Is there anything I might want? Oh, hey guys, you know, it gets awfully cold up here. Sometimes waiting for customers. So come on in, okay? And good luck in that battle thing you got. That's where you're going, isn't it? I heard it's going to be exciting from my friends. Just take care, Falconron. Don't get sick. We need you. Is there anything here that I want? Do I want to sell something? Yeah, Falcaron is just everywhere. Now that's a paired one. This is going to be expensive to get. I think I'm just going to be picking up some Stardust. Okay. We cannot improve upon that. We cannot improve upon that. We can improve upon the Tailwind. Oh, but that's 18, so that's enough. A 3 seconds of infinite stamina is better than 2. Pleasure doing business with you guys, so yeah. Also, we should probably get these. We can sell them later, it's fine. Okay, let's commence the liberation rite. The time has come for you, for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Wolfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Wolfred looks up at you. I trust that you are feeling as prepared as possible, my boy. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated by how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of our plan, should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skills contribute to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. Besides, we all ought to return in time, if possible. Know simply that, for each one of us who goes, in doing so, he or she shall raise our total chances of success. Reader, sir, this night you shall confront the Essence. They have already appointed Tamitha to be liberated, should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my boy, and lo, even the stars agree on this account. Okay, let's see if we can actually pull this off. I'm a little bit worried here. I don't think we can optimize this any further. We might be able to go with Shax. Yes, actually, let's go with Shax. Because we're probably fairly unlikely to be able to banish all of them.
The Nightwings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the Essence which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
Okay. The Pyre burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The Pyre burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Essence, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Tamitha swoops down from somewhere and unfastens her mask. I am known as Tamitha Thane. I mean to return to my ancestral home and promptly resume my responsibilities as flight tactician of the Highwing Remnants. Our long stalemate against the Commonwealth shall soon be ended, should I and several of my sisters manage to rejoin our clan. Then our vengeance shall be swift and thorough. Your quarrel with the country that cast you into exile is beneath the notice of the scribes, Tamitha Thane. Here you shall be judged under the stars. My quarrel with the Commonwealth is all that gave me and my sisters strength enough to reach this point. The scribes ought to well take heed of how my people suffer. We're not weaklings anymore like your Triesta Tifis. We shall not fall in line with flightless fools and their naked attempts to subsume our heritage, our culture. Speak not again thus of the saint, or you shall be expelled, Tamitha Thane. Tamitha scoffs, and then turns her attention toward your side. And Nightwings, as for you, the fury we shall imminently show is nothing in comparison to the hatred growing for your commonwealth in the mountains on the other side. She signals to her sisters to ready themselves. You seek your freedom, but there shall be nothing save for devastation should you manage to return. We actually may want to... Oh, they have an Ashen Call, but I have a better one. Now then, have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation? I didn't even consider this. I was just so worried about the essence. I didn't even consider who we are going to send back. Rita, I'm bound to tell you once more, the first companion whom you choose shall go free this very night, if you prevail. Only the enlightened may be thus anointed. Not all among you may yet be ready. The other two chosen for the triumvirate shall lend their aid. Nightwings, make your decision. We actually...
Would you set free?
Oh, these are our options. And I don't like these options. We can send Headwind back. Or Rookie. Or Jody. This makes sense because these guys have been here the longest as far as the party is concerned, but I didn't even consider that this might be the case. So one of the three has to go free. I think Headwind here is an obvious choice. I think Headwind has stated that he doesn't want to be freed as far as like she has no... Well, he has no intent of just leaving the place. And I think the whole deserter thing is kind of, you know, making him consider that maybe he should not leave. Jody is an asset. So sending Jody is possibly a problem. And Rookie, well, we have Sir Gilman. Wouldn't Headwind be good for the plan? Headwind could be good for the plan. He is a leader. I think I want to keep Rookie around a little bit longer, and Jody is good for defense, so let's anoint Headwind. This is my shot to go free, but I can't just leave the rest of you.
Who shall lend him support?
Yeah, Headwind is a little bit, you know. Okay, we're going to need a defensive, so Jody is the obvious pick here.
Jodariel.
Understood. Let us return him home. As much as I would want to, you know, send Rookie in just because Rookie is part of the original trio, I think I'm going to send in Sir Gilman or Xay. Which one would be better here? Actually, I think Gilman makes sense because Gilman can do a little bit of area defense as well. Plus, Gilman is fast.
It's a gift.
By this knight's honor, he shall fight with all his might.
The choice is cast.
One final obstacle to overcome, and here I soar again above your commonwealth. Such destruction I shall rain upon it soon. But first let us dance this final time.
Commence.
Oh, frick. Okay. Ah, damn it. No, 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 no. Wait. Haha. As the liberation rite continues, he sends Pamitha reaching out to you, or perhaps just reaching out to anyone at all. Rita, someone, please! Let her prevail, let her prevail! Please let her prevail here, this once. This thought makes me a traitor, so be it, but please let Pamitha prevail, for she is here, wrapped up in all of this because of me. The plea trails off, and Pamitha remains steadfast, all her attention focused on the liberation rite. And as for Tamitha, prepare yourselves, Nightwings. And as for you, Pamitha, I await the outcome of this night, for it shall soon ensure that I may never have to see your smirking countenance again. Ah, frick. Oh no! There we go. Okay, this is a bit of a tricky spot for Headwind. I just have to make that work somehow. I think we're going to have to play this defensively. Oh, damn it. Oh no 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 no. This is not good. Ah, frick. Oh no 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 no. But we still have some hope here. These two don't really play well together. We need Say here. That would have been a more optimal pick.
Oh.
Ah, damn it. We knew that would happen.
Seize the orb.
With Jody, no. With Headwind, though. Ah, this is not good. Okay, they are really going after me this time.
Such is the fury of the high-wing remnants.
We really need to climb back from this.
The orb engulfed in fire.
Hark now, my sisters. Down what the book says. Advance to strike formation. Prevail here against these wretches, no matter the cost. In disregard of the ways of the right, Tamith Athenas ordered her triumvirate to push further afield, adopting an even more aggressive stance for the remainder of this rite.
Such hatred, spewing constantly from Tamatha. No. Glory!
This is going to be close, but I seriously hope that this is...
Shall the Nightwings press their luck?
Oh! Oh no!
Tough luck, Nightwings.
Headwind, come back here! Stat!
Tamatha has plunged into the fire. You seem unable to stop these people. Oh.
This is going to be super close. Okay, we need... No, 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 no.
After the sacred law. Now to the flame.
Ah, damn it. I played that so poorly.
Most foul.
Okay, it's now or never. This is not going well at all. Okay, just aggressive, aggressive. Go aggro, full aggro. Yes! Oh, I'm so stressed out. I'm so stressed out. Oh, my...
Adversaries, the same cannot be said.
My heart is pounding.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen.
Oh my god.
The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds.
Seriously, my hands are shaking.
In the Commonwealth, his adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Damn you for this, Pamitha. All of this because of you. We did it. Then I guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to him that we would all go free together. Rita, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Vikani, wait for me. Wait for me. He remains silent for a moment longer, then... Listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there is anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I am going to find it and I'm going to do it. And at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come join me back at home, that it'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you, all of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of the sight into the shimmer pool. His voice is inaudible, but growing faint. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone. Goodbye. Until we see each other again. May you return in glory.
Godspeed, Edwin. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
No, but seriously, seriously. Like... I guess it doesn't really show there too much, but my hands are shaking.
May the scribes have mercy on us all.
Well, Pamitha, truly did you get the best of me again. Know that your actions put our sisters on the other side in even greater peril. Not that you care, of course, yet I am certain that they shall someday prevail with or without my aid. To think I was born to share blood of someone such as you. That was really, really close. The trading was just horrible for that match. You return to the wagon after having prevailed against the Essence in the Liberation Rite. An important victory. Perhaps this knight too. Perhaps this knight may, too, regain his honor. You succeeded in liberating Hedwyn, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. We did what we could. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. A brighter future awaits at the end of our path. For now, we must persevere. Speaking of which, Rita, I take it you have seen the stars, or I should say, the lack thereof. You have, or did. Once more the sky is all abyssal darkness following the liberation rite. No stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then let us go, once more, to Moonlight Alcove. I have an errand I must run. Besides, once we arrive, best we recover now and make our way southward at first light. Oh, Wolfred, hello. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Wolfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how fortunate I've been in all of this. Not just me, but really, all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn there. Ours is, admittedly, a somewhat desperate plan. It was vital to me for the Nightwings, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be that it be under proper care and guidance. Yes. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first. A common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rites. But in the end, I felt he was worth a shot, someone like him. Sincere, determined, with loyal friends and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolfred speak a little more of Hedwyn for now. You're left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. So that's 2 liberation rites down. 2 completed ones, and 2 successful ones. Once more onto the Moonlight Alcove. Let's check the plan likelihood once we're here. You once again find yourself amid the serene walkways of Moonlight Alcove. Here you can await the time until the stars deign to shine for you again. Apparently the Beyonder Crystal seeks Pamitha next, but let's first check out what the Wolfred's planner says. Probability of success it is at 36%, so that's almost a jump of 10% since last time. Yes, indeed. Additional exiles required. Number of additional exiles required to join the Nightwings and fulfill a key aspect of the plan. So that is, we actually need more exiles soon. And I think next turn we're going to find some. But yeah, it is time to bide our time, and let us do so. We have returned to a place of respite. Please make yourselves comfortable such as you can. We're at the mercy of the stars, but I expect they shall shine bright again in time. As for me, I shall return by then, for there is something I must do. There, from the atop the sacred mountain, you gaze down into the abyss that is the downside. You wonder where the stars shall align themselves once more. Or when, not where. There, upon the sacred mountain, you and your companions once more await the night. The stars begin to shine again. Yeah, Lex, that's going to be next week. I am way too stressed out. The plan of which you are all part is set in motion. The Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. Your companions return there through the liberation rites. What sort of place shall they be coming to? Many moons pass. One evening, amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Wolfred requests everybody to convene. You understand he has an announcement of some sort. Soon everyone is assembled and Wolfred regards the group. Everyone, there is an aspect of our plan which I've not talked about with you at length. Look around your companions. What do you see in them? He lets the question hang a moment in the air. I'll tell you what I see in all of you, in all of us. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes themselves, each one among them hailing from the different tribes, which later formed our Commonwealth. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say desire, such a course. Together they created all this ceremony, of which we're now a part. The exiles liberated through the rites went on to found the Commonwealth, based on their values and their teachings. Thus, an instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united on the other side in solidarity, the people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative on behalf of Molten Belief, and I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the part most splendidly indeed. He motions for someone to approach. A certain bog dweller slithers forward. You recognize her straight away. It is a pleasure to introduce to you a dear old friend of mine, whom I believe you've met. Welcome to the Nightwings, Bertrude. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude utters something guttural by way of greeting. We are to understand that ye yet require further aid from us. Yes, dear Bertrude, the time has come. Bertrude here is far away the most accomplished alchemist whom I have ever met. You soon shall find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks at you and your fellow exiles each in turn. We frighten ye, apparent. Everyone is silent as Bertrude searches their expressions. Then tremble, small ones, and hold well thy tongues, lest we remove them. She takes her leave without another word. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guarantee she'll more than make up for it. Everyone disperses. It seems now that the ranks of the Nightwings are complete. Bertrude joined the group. Welcome her aboard. Now then, my boy. Perhaps you noticed that the stars are brighter once more up there behind those stubborn rains. Meaning it is time that we get back to business. Indeed, once more several stars shine bright within the cold and storming sky. Choose your path towards salvation. Let us do so and then we will wrap things up for tonight. Haub or Milith and Triesta. Okay, let's see what the standings are next. So this time the Fates seem to be fated to fight against us. Withdrawn are a little bit spooky there. And Dissidents are also climbing the ranks. The Essence, having been beaten by us in the Liberation Rites, have of course been knocked down. And the Tempers, because they were beaten by us, are also down below. So the question is, do we want to knock down the Fate, or do we want to secure the Fate's position by knocking down the Dissidents and the Withdrawn? And in this instance, I feel like meeting the Fate is not necessarily a bad idea, so we might go against the Dissidents. I kind of fear the Withdrawn at this point, and I'm just hoping that they do not rise above Fate. So let's see if we can go against the Dissidents. No reason to go against the Tempers, that's literally not worth anything. Yeah, every time you beat someone in the Liberation Rites, they get sent down to the very bottom of the rank. Chastity or Fate. I don't want to knock down the Fate, and going against the Tempers is literally not going to do anything, so I guess going against the Chastity it is. Because the Withdrawn are in the position to become the next big one, so I don't want to knock down the Fate, because I don't like the Withdrawn. Well, we will eventually probably get to see these guys. These guys will climb up. Okay, my planning here is let's go against the Chastity, knock them out of the race, and then hope that we meet the Fate in the Liberation Rite rather than the Withdrawn. Also remember that the more people we knock down the ladder, the more they rise up. Your next adversaries are to be the Chastity, headed by H. Manly Tinderstove. He would prevail in the rites not for their freedom, but for fame and fortune in your commonwealth. You and the Lordman shall then go over what he knows of your next adversary. H. Manly Tinderstove. The offspring of a semi-famous sap industrialist, he was born into wealth and lived in the lap of luxury, never having to fend for himself. When he came of age, he soon was offered cushy ambassador positions that required little more than a silver tongue to convince the Commonwealth that he was keeping busy. He soon grew so proficient at doing nothing much at all that he started spending all of his family riches to assert his fame and status. Well, there will be quite a few rounds, I imagine, but they are going to be quicker and quicker rounds each time. One day he attempted to pay off the wrong individual, a particularly stern Commonwealth diplomat who promptly turned him in and had him sent downriver. Manly was very disappointed by all this, but soon saw it an opportunity, for he knew well that in the inner circles there were those who had gone into exile and returned. Thanks to his connections, he tracked down the Chastity deep in Wakingwood. He finagled his way onto the triumvirate using his well-worn skills. He in turn convinced himself that he would earn a position of great influence once he secured a way back to his home. He continues making hollow promises. A shame that this manly and the chastity are nothing like the scribe Luke Slorian, and do not share his values. Now it is time we rested, Rita. Given all today's travails. Whatever. In my opinion, the story of this is better than Bastion. Bastion has a good story though, and it also deals with interesting topics. Next gen, yeah, that's also true. It's going to depend largely on who we face and how we can work against them. But at this point, it's going to get really tricky. I'm just hoping we get a higher than 50% chance at the success of the plan. You bid the lone minstrel a good night and take your leave. It is too late now to prepare for the flight, so you arrange to depart first thing in the morning. Let us speak to the people in the black wagon and then we shall be off. Oh, Bertrude. You find Big Bertrude looking at a black wagon in a disapproving way. She fixes her gaze on you. Her expression does not change. Such clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it last. Unsightly. We remember thee from our abode in the flagging hands. That's not it. Then thou must be the reading... Nope, that's not it either. Then thou must be the reading one to whom Sandalwood referred. That's more like it. She moves in close, studying you. You recall that mere touch of a bug crone on the southern box can induce paralysis, or worse. That one such as thee can extract meaning from that tome. That was a feat we wish to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has seen but the smallest fraction of the years which ours withstood, and yet we are expected to believe that thou canst understand the Book of Rites. And she backs away, for someone else has joined you. Hail, Bertrude, madam. Is everything to your liking at this time, or is there something more which you require? We have been unable to... This one is difficult. I cannot keep this one focused. We have been... no, that's way too low. We have been unable to locate a supply of rotworm gizzard extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaint at present. It is possible that Wolfred has a small supply among his possessions here. If you would care to accompany me, we may yet procure some. That would be agreeable with us. Then after you, madam. As they depart, you think you see the lone minstrel nod his head your way. Yeah, getting voices for the bog dweller is going to be difficult, and I might just need to go for a more generic, raspy voice. Also, that's going to be horrible for my throat, so that's going to be fantastic. Luckily, she does not speak much. Also, Bertrude's deck. Unusual etched cards depicting the great titans. Probably for curses and enchantments. Yep. So I'm going to leave it there. Next time we're going to meet up with the Chastity. And of course, the next round of liberation, or the next cycle of the liberation rites shall commence. We have gotten 2 people out. I'm hoping for at least a 3rd, and preferably a 4th. But after that, I am uncertain how it will go. It seems that things are going... things are going to be a lot more difficult from now on. And that last rite was... It was really, really, really close. Uncomfortably close.